Youth haven't normalized the idea of saving money, the idea of being good at, achieving financial literacy and financial freedom, which is not something that can be achieved like overnight. It's something, that's why we decided to call it financial discipline journey, because the financial discipline, it's a journey, one step at a time, 1 week after the other. We are learning, we are saving. Before we can start investing, we need to know how we can handle 50 shillings. I would describe Nadia as hardworking, prayerful, and passionate. I can sleep with my eyes open. That's the weird talent I have, if at all it's a talent. Number one, online chama. I'm a finance graduate from Athena University, and I always felt there was a niche amongst the youth. I'm a youth myself. So youth haven't normalized the idea of saving money, the idea of being good at, achieving financial literacy and financial freedom, which is not something that can be achieved like overnight. It's something, that's why we decided to call it financial discipline journey, because the financial discipline, it's a journey, one step at a time, 1 week after the other. We are learning, we are saving. Before we can start investing, we need to know how we can handle 50 shillings. So it has been really amazing, and I've gotten the support of the youths and the young people, because they feel like for the longest time there hasn't been someone who's come out to us and told us that, yo, you can save your 50 shillings. I think I'm a better songwriter. I'm very good at songwriting, because most of my songs, even when I got into the music industry through Rahisi, most people will always talk about the lyrical prowess. And I've run with that. I got in the industry knowing that, I want people to remember me as this person who had a strength in lyrical, whatever flow. And that's what I'd have to run with. And apart from that, I'm also a dope performer. I have the mad energy on stage. Whenever I'm doing my thing, I give it my all. I'm also a good vocalist. So I think it's all three, but my biggest strength is on the lyrical prowess, songwriting. I never met someone like you before. Let me just say the values I've heard people say about me is the hard work beat, and I'm very committed to whatever craft I do. Anything that I put on the table, sometimes like, you did this and it actually worked, because I like books. I like studying. Personally, I'm a books person. So just to represent the artist, like, you can be an artist and still be a bookworm, but I like to learn. Even when I was starting the advertising thing, I really used to do a lot of research. I applied for short courses I'm paying for. I just want to learn. I do a lot of podcasts. So number one has to be, I'm very, committed to whatever thing I do. I'm very hardworking. I give my time. I like to learn, if that's a value. And I'm very prayerful. I put God at the center of my everything, because I believe like mine is like 20%. Everything else is support from people and support from God, most of all. One thing that makes me Kenyan is Allah. When people do anything right now, even kwa office, or someone says something weird, I'm like, Allah. One of the things I wish I was told before, wow, I think I have 3 actually. Number 1 was contract. When I signed my first management contract, I was really young, and I was excited, the fact that I was getting signed. I was 2021. And it didn't go well. It was really messy. That's the first thing. Take time. Like I always say, you need a lawyer more than you need a manager, because you're going to be signing so many things in this craft, in this creative space. So number 1, it would have to be, you need a lawyer more than you need a manager. So in the aspect of contracts. Number 2 would have to be the fact that there's some songs that are going to create you hype and not money. Radio Love was that for me. It created me hype, but not money. Maombi created for me money, the song that I least expected. I thought actually that song was gonna fade, but it opened so many doors for me. I was able to move from where I was to another level of life. So it was like the transition from one level of life, where I was as an artist, to the next level. So for me, it would have to be money making, the music business element of it. How do you convert hype to money? How do you know that there are songs that rise CPM? How YouTube actually works? How streaming services actually work? How do you make money? Advertisements and so many other things. How does audience affect you making money? Because before Maombi, my audience was 18 to 25. After Maombi, it was 18 to 35. Element of purchasing power. I think the people that raise my glass and create a toast to are so many. I'm so grateful to Fena Fena was like the most cooperative. She's amazing, my lord. She's my sister. I love her to death. There's Calligraph. Calligraph has been, through that song, we became friends. There's some other projects we're doing. So it created some sort of amazing work relationships. There is Major. Major is dope. I know it's an unreleased project, but vibe. Hakuna ngoma nishafanya na mtu ikakuwa na vibe. Then last, my sister Sanaipei Tande. Like, that's someone that really I used to look up to, and I love her work, you know, I love her writing, her lyrical prowess. So she's someone that I really loved, and the way that we connected. I remember when I went to the studio, weird story. Nimenunua yogurt, nimemnunulia yogurt na maji. Ndo akuwe poa, akuwe ameshiba, na shinamza kukonja. I was so scared. It was so weird. I was so scared. She's like, ay, mbona umeniletea yogurt? Saki yogurt. She's like, be free. Because I'm so honored to have her, because she's someone that I genuinely used to look up to. So shout out to my sister Sanaipei.